Welcome to Science of Movement. My name is Cathy Witt. I'm from Holy Cross Health. Take your comfortable seat on your mat in easy pose. Close down your eyes and start taking some nice deep belly breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Fill your belly up with air and exhale through the mouth or the nose. Try to take about 5 cycles of breath. And expand the arms up. Exhale, bring hands to the heart. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up, and let's take a sway from side to side. And today I thought we would focus on hip exercises, hip openers to counteract all the sitting. One hand to the earth, a little side bend, and switch. A gentle twist. Lengthening the spine, not holding breath, and switch. Lengthening the spine, not holding breath. Come back to center, right leg out, left leg in. Point and flex your foot, sit nice and tall in your spine. And when I flex my foot, I try to pull the toes back towards me. And then just circle it around a few times. And switch. Remember, your feet are your foundation. Reach up, and sometimes when we have pain in the knee or the hip, something's off. Look at your shoes, look at your gait. It might be something that's coming from your foundation. Bring the left arm down. We're going to rise up on that left knee, stretch back, breathe. And slowly lower down. Let's change sides. Sitting up nice and tall, point flex. Everybody has imbalances, no one's perfect. Pull your toes back. Circle the foot in one direction. And switch so that connective tissue, it gets comfortable in a certain position. For example, if you sit all day, your connective tissue wants to become the chair. So you have to reverse that posture. So let's reach up, take that side bend, hold and breathe. Bring the arm down, come up on the knee, little back bend. And slowly lower down. So soles of the feet together, and you can put your thumbs like in the arch of your feet, of that foundation. So just pressing the knees up and down. You might remember these from PE class, but we did them a lot faster. So a slow version. And then cupping your feet on the sides, and you can kind of create counterbalance here, where you're pulling on your feet but pushing your feet into your hands and the knees down, and that's a nice stretch there. But try to lengthen your spine, breathe. And let's go to leggy parts. And I don't have to be super wide, you can even be here. And you're just gonna walk out, feet are flexed, I'm pulling my toes back. And then if I can come a little lower. So at first my back is flat, and then I just tuck the chin, breathe. Walk to the right, so you don't have to bring your head to your knee. You can just tuck the chin, breathe. Come back to center, walk to the other side, and breathe. Come back to the center, walk yourself up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together again. And grab them on the sides underneath. And pushing those knees towards the earth. Gently, not forcing. Lengthening. So just that lengthening through the spine will stretch your low back, the hips. Hold and breathe. Let's come onto our knees in a wide-legged child's pose. So wide-legged, knees are as wide as your mat. Walk out, forehead to the mat, breathe. Keep your forehead to the mat. Come to wiggle the hips side to side. Walk to the left, breathe. Walk to center, head down. And then walk to the right and breathe. Cross at the ankles to come to seated, or swing your legs around to the side and come to seated. Stretch the legs out, give them a shake. So just shaking the legs, the arms will release the connective tissue a little bit, help circulation, get some fluid going through the body. Inhale the arms up, so stretch way up, heart to the sky, flex your feet, inhale. Exhale, let's take a fold, look out, keep the back flat. And then at the last moment, you can tuck the chin. If you can grab your feet, great. You don't have to. Hold and breathe. If you happen to have your feet, I'm pushing the balls of my feet into my hands a little bit, and that gives me a bit of a deeper stretch. Your knees can be bent if that's what you need. Breathe. And then hands to your ankles, to the shins, to the knees. Start to roll yourself all the way out. Keep your hands on your thighs and just come to roll the shoulders back. Hug your left knee, and when you see this starts to happen. So sit up a bit taller. You can even use your foot to help you sit up taller, or you can pick the foot up. So once you get that spine straight, pick the foot up. My knee's going out to the side a little bit. I have long legs, so that's okay. Now cross it over the right. Take your little twist, hold and breathe. Look over the back shoulder. Try to keep the hand close to my sacrum or further out. That sacrum is the fused bone right above your tailbone. Hold and breathe. Release, give it a hug again. And then bring the soles of the feet together again. Push down. So you're going to notice that you start to get a little more freedom, right? You'll start to say, hey, wait a minute, I'm getting a bit closer to the floor, hopefully. And then let's shake the legs out again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, so look straight ahead. Get the feet if you can. If not, hands on the floor. Tuck the chin, breathe. Hug the right leg, so get the spine straight. Take a breath. Cross it over the left. You're going to twist to your right. Look over the back shoulder, breathe. So you feel that nice stretch here, the back, the glutes, the low back. Come out of your twist, hug the leg again. Come back to soles of the feet together. This time I have my hands behind, and I'm just trying to bring them down to the earth a little bit more. Breathe. Make your way onto your back. We always go down slowly. When we go down slowly, we give ourselves a little bit of core work. Hug the knees. Open the knees like a book and circle. So you're stirring your thighs and the hip joint. Now it's not enough just to stretch. Strengthening needs to occur. How do you strengthen your hips? Squats, lunges, inner outer thigh exercises, circle opposite direction. Legs up to the sky, point and flex the feet, bringing our attention to that foundation. Circle the feet away from each other. And then towards each other. So these little circles. So again, you're stirring the thighs in the hip joints. Let's just do a few scissors here. Humor me. Love those scissors. Most people hate them. I realize that. Good, and hug the knees again. This time we circle the legs together. You can give a little squeeze to the inner thighs. And now reverse. And then to align your pelvis, legs are tabletop, which means knees over hips, knees in line with the ankle, hands on the outside of the knees. Push your knees into your hands as you oppose by pushing your hands, like, so you're letting your knees stay put. You're not going anywhere. Really important not to hold your breath when you're doing this. Breathe. Now cross your hands and bring them on the insides of your knees. Same thing, push your hands into the knees, and the knees are trying to come closer together, but you're not letting them by pushing with the hands. Good, release, legs up, give them a shake. Shake your arms up. Give your knees a hug, roll up. Let's go to our table. Table, let's circle the table. Breathing, you're not holding breath. And reverse. And then just switch your hips from side to side. So lean your hips to the left, look behind you, lean your hips to the right, look behind you. A few more times. So switch side to side, but look. So this is, you feel the side body stretching like we do when we're in easy pose. Curl the toes under. Let's go into a downward facing. Hold and breathe. Come down to the knees. Bring your foot forward in between your hands. So if lunging is really uncomfortable for you, you can kind of stay in this shape. You don't have to bring the hips forward, but when we bring the hips down, you get that hip flexor stretch. Tighten this glute, the same leg. So if your left leg is back, tighten your left glute, and you'll feel a little more engagement here on the hip flexor. Hold that and breathe. Now let's go back in half split. Optional, pick your foot up, and you can again bring those toes back towards you. Breathe. Back and forth 5 more times. Slowly. 1, So this is that dynamic stretching. So you're not holding it. When we hold it, it's static stretching. 4 and 5. So let's just come into that hip flexor stretch again. Might be a little bit freer. Hold and breathe. You remember that strength I was talking about. Optional, curl your toes under, bring the arms up. See if you can pick yourself up. And then just hold that. You can use the floor if you need to use the floor to help you come up. So we're going to bring the hands down, bring the knee down, release the toes, take the right leg back, child's pose, breathe. Now bringing the opposite leg forward, my left, and leaning. Remember, you can stay here. If this is a stretch for you, you stay here. If you can go deeper, go deeper. Remember to squeeze the glute of the leg that is back. Hold and breathe. Back and forth. We did about 6 times on the other side, a half split. Breathing, exhale, inhale. Hold the stretch again. Curl the toes under, so see if you can pick yourself up. Hold and breathe. It's going to be different between the sides. And then bring the hands down, gently lower down, release that foot back to your child's pose, breathe. Make your way onto your belly. So let's start with the left leg so you can see. So you can turn your head to the side for a moment while you watch. So if you can grab your foot, great. If you have that towel handy, you want to wrap it around, grab it, great. So hold this stretch. Just hold the ankle. I'm not picking my leg up yet. Eventually, you're going to bring your forehead to the back of your hand. And then the leg comes up, heel to glute, or in that neighborhood, you'll feel the quad stretch. Hold and breathe. Optional to take that onto the side. So you can stay face down, or you can roll onto the side. You can go back and forth if you want to do that. Hold and breathe. So wherever you feel it more, I kind of feel it more when I'm fighting gravity. Release the leg. So kick them out a bit. Maybe come in that Sphinx pose. And you can kind of kick them a little bit out. Bend your knees, just a little rocking side to side. Good. Come on down. So now your right leg, your left arm is bent. Forehead down. Grab, and once you bring your head down, you can try to pick the thigh up. Heel to glute, roll onto your side if you want to, back and forth, hold and breathe. And release, push yourself back to child's pose. So whenever we go prone, face down, you want to counteract that stretch, that pose with the child's pose. Bringing yourself onto your side. Bend the bottom leg. Stretch your top leg out. Flex your foot. Imagine someone's got your ankle and you're trying to make this leg longer. Nice long stretch. It's nice to bend the bottom leg. It just anchors you a little bit better. Your arm comes in front. Your head's down. So nice long straight line. You're going to go 2 kicks forward, which stretches the hamstring. And then stretch your leg back, but try not to roll back. Okay, so if you keep your hips stacked, you're going to feel that stretch here again. That hip flexor stretch. 2 kicks forward, 1 kick back. This is straight up Pilates right here. 2 kicks forward, 1 back. Good. Once again, I lost count, so let's do 4 more. Breathe. Inhale, inhale, exhale. So it's like sniff, sniff, blow it out. 1 more. Little different breathing. Stretch that leg out again. Good. Bend your knees. Press that lower leg into the floor. It's a little clamshell. I'm not impressed with how wide you can go. Keep your hips stacked. Focus on pressing that lower leg into the floor. It's small. Just up and down small. 8 times. 3. Keep pressing that lower leg. 4. Little different. 5. You always focus before on the top leg. Focus on that bottom leg. 7 and 8. Stretch them out. Give them a kick out. You might want to come up a little higher. Maybe not. Go switch sides. Get yourself set before you start moving. So lower leg is bent. Make sure the hips are stacked. Bring this hand in front, but I'm on my fingertips because I don't want to rely on my arm to help me keep my hips stacked. I want to maybe tuck my navel in a little bit to do that. Inhale, inhale, exhale. So sniff, sniff, blow it out. Good. Stretch that leg way out. Nice. Bend the knee. Push that lower leg into the floor. Little clamshell. 8 times. Press that lower leg. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, exhale. Good. Stretch the legs out. Kick them out. Good. Let's go back into child's pose. So regular child's pose. Head down. Breathe here. Spread your fingers out. Come to sway the hips side to side. Keep going. Walk hands to the right. Walk hands to your left. And today I'm going to give you the option to stay in child's pose and take your 5 deep breaths, or you can make your way onto your back and take your 5 deep breaths. Lots of breathing, nice deep belly breaths. Breathing in calm and exhaling peace. 4 more cycles of breath at least. You can stay in your final pose if you're in child's pose and you want to make your way onto your back. Or if you're on your back, you want to bring your legs together, reach hands overhead, stretch from fingertips to toes. Slowly begin to roll onto your side and make your way up to seated in easy pose. Let's start taking a few more breaths. Inhale, exhale, 2, and perhaps pause here. Practice of gratitude, bringing to mind something that you're grateful for. Just taking a moment to reflect on that. And perhaps that's something you'd like to do daily. Thank you so much for joining today. Until we meet again, be safe, take care of yourself, and keep breathing.